Why, hello there, Aries. Greetings from the Autistic Mystic. Welcome to your reading for mid-October 2021. In this reading, we are going to look at your overall energy for mid-October. We are going to look at what you don't see coming for mid-October. And then we're also going to look at some messages from your angels and spirit team for mid-October. So thank you so much for being here. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate for you this time at all, that just means it's a different Aries reading, okay? Someone else's reading. And if that's the case, be sure to come back next week, though, because I do post new readings every single week for all the signs all the time. So check your other signs as well for a full forecast of your mid-October energy. But we're just going to jump right into it for you, Aries. So we're going to do 3 major shuffles right now. Let's go. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, so please forgive me here. All right, let's do that over. All right, messages for Aries mid-October 2021. As always, I want to thank the angels, spirit guides, interdimensional beings who are with us right now, helping to allow this act of divination to flow synchronistically and smoothly for the Aries watching this reading. What's going on, Aries, mid-October 2021? What's going on for Aries, mid-October 2021? Ooh. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on. All right. You gotta be careful, Aries. I feel like right off the bat, there's someone in your reality who's kind of, they're misreading you, and it's exhausting you. Okay, so let's get into it. We're gonna clarify the cards as well in a little bit. But overall energy, Aries, for mid-October, we have the Rebel card, we have the Projections card, and we also have the Exhaustion card here. So right off the bat, there's something that's coming through where there's someone in your reality who keeps they keep exhausting you. I'm really getting that for you guys. Like there's a particular friend group or person or boss or even a situation that is almost misreading you, and for some reason you're buying into that and you're just like, oh my God, I'm so exhausted right now. You also have this Rebel card. So I feel like for mid-October, this is talking about freeing yourself from some sort of passive state of being, right? This is like the Emperor in traditional tarot. So for mid-October here, I feel like there's going to be a breaking away from almost like taking other people's opinions so seriously. For a lot of you, Aries, this has to do with your family or whoever you're closest to, who thinks they know you best but are really just judging you from society's expectations. There's a lot of people who have a certain expectation about how one should live their life, that even if they're not telling you about it, you almost you're tapped in. All of us are connected to one another telepathically in this interconnected universe. So there's something that's weighing you down with this Exhaustion card that you really have to break free from. For some of you as well, this is going to be your job. I feel like for a lot of you may not be happy in your career. I don't know. This is the Suit of Wands. So this is your passion. For some reason, there's going to be an uptick in doing what you love, okay? And really saying, I deserve to do what I love, okay? So that's the energy that I'm seeing for the overall mid-October. We're going to clarify those cards in a second, Aries. What you don't see coming for mid-October, Aries, you have the Receptivity card, you have the Suppression card, and you also have the Morality card. Okay, so there's something here about really not letting something in. Something wants to come into your reality, Aries, for you to receive something, but for some reason, you may be suppressing your true natural self and also letting these other people's expectations or projections weigh you down. The Morality card is all about your values and what you believe is right, good, bad, right, or wrong. But mainly that comes from society and other people's ideas about how you should be living. And so there's something about your natural state, your true core spiritual essence. This could be how you express your sexuality. It could be how you express your passion or your just really expressing yourself to your full capacity. You're not doing that right now. And that's what's blocking something new from coming into your life. Remember, this is what you don't see coming. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be an opportunity that you almost recognize with this receptivity card, that you're like, oh my God, I want that to come into my life, but because I've been suppressing my true self, it's like that person can't see me. For a lot of you guys, that's what it is. It's like maybe you run into someone that you admire and you're like, if they just knew the true me, we would have a great relationship. But for some reason, because you're suppressing, it's like this energy of you're not being your true self, and so you can't really rebel. So there's going to be this movement into this very masculine freedom fighter energy, right? Maybe a lot of you guys, this could have to do with the current state of the world and a lot of the restrictions that are being heaped upon all of us. A lot of you are suppressing how you really feel about that, okay? And also feeling like you're a bad person for speaking up. You're not. You're a hero. I feel like this is about taking the hero's journey. I don't know. Let's look at messages from your spirit guides, Aries. This is definitely about tapping into your fire. You are a fire sign. Message from your spirit guide. We have the breakthrough card. And we also have the source card. I just want to look at that right there. These are like two portals of energy. You see this person's solar plexus just bam, and this source card as well. So your spirit guides, they really are encouraging you to go with this rebel energy and really not take any sort of criticism that is being heaped upon you so seriously. It's like there's a lot of people around you that have ideas about how you should be living your life. I see your spirit guides are saying, yo, don't take that on board. Your source, you get to decide how you express your divinity. And then you also have this abundance card here, Aries, abundance. Okay, so your spirit guides are telling you, on the other side of acting upon, of not suppressing anymore and being the rebel that you really are, and being a rebel, by the way, but hold on the other side of that is abundance, okay? So if you can have the courage to be the rebel, you're going to be abundant. But what does being a rebel mean? You might misinterpret what I mean here. Being a rebel doesn't mean going against anyone, going against anything in the world. The true spiritual rebel is someone who is so for themselves that they be who they are and they let the chips fall where they may. The issue is other people perceive you as a rebel. It's not that you're actually being a rebel, right, in a negative sense. So this is a very empowering breakthrough type reading. Okay, so let's clarify a few of these cards for you and really get into your reading now, Aries. The first card that I think we should clarify here is this rebel card. Why not? Okay, so let's clarify why is that here in your overall energy for mid-October? Let's see. For Aries, why is it here? All right, the rebel card is clarified by the Two of Wands. Okay, so I feel like your spirit is saying like you're in a good position to rebel. For a long time you were dependent on a certain circumstance where you couldn't really rebel. The time wasn't right. Spirit is saying like you have the world in your palm of your hand. So if you were to kind of stand up for yourself here, right, to whatever situation's exhausting you and people projecting things onto you, Aries, I feel like Spirit is saying if you rebel, you're in a strong position to do so. Maybe for a long time you weren't, okay? So that's once again another nod from Spirit about, yeah, you can rebel here. This is going to be an interesting clarification. I want to clarify this projections card because I haven't really mentioned it yet, but some of you may be projecting things onto other people, right? It's just not a one-way street. But let's see. I don't know. Why is this projections card here for Aries? Why is this projections card here? The projections card is clarified by the Six of Cups. Okay, so this is something to do with your childhood. It may be your parents or it may be someone from the past. It's interesting, I sense that right off the beginning. It's some sort of like family or some sort of like the people who raised you or closest with you. They're projecting onto you, okay? You gotta be careful. Maybe you're projecting onto them as well. That means like seeing something in them that doesn't actually exist, that is suppressed within you, and you apply it to other people because you can't see it in yourself. But I feel like this has to do with other people from your childhood, Aries. So the feeling is you gotta say like, yo, I don't need this anymore. I don't need this. Like a lot of people stay with their biological family their whole life, even if they're being abused. I feel like the message there, even if it's a friend group, not biological, even if it's like the people you went to high school with, it's like, yo, you're in a good position to say, you guys are stupid. I don't need, but then maybe, guess what? That's probably you projecting. So the overall message is like, don't not rebel because you're afraid of what these people think, right? These people, they think they have their own opinions. They're really just a voice box for social conditioning for those of you who are in that situation. Let's also clarify that exhaustion card for mid-October. Overall energy. Why is the exhaustion card? I feel like it has to do with those people. You know, we're not going to take that. Why is the exhaustion card here? All right, we have the justice card. Spirit wanted to pop out. Justice card clarified by the exhaustion. So I feel like this is you saying, like, I've had enough. Enough is enough. Some of you may be dealing with an exhausting legal battle. I feel like that's for a few of you. You may have trouble with the law. Like, maybe you have tickets that you have to pay, and you just, for some reason, you have to pay rent, and it's like, oh, okay. And that's something I've actually been dealing with recently. For some reason, I literally got like 5 traffic violations, and I'm like, yo, this is insane, right? That's for some of you. For others of you, though, it has to do with this projections and 6 of Cups, where the time has come where karma is saying to you, you're not designed to take on all this punishment or the opinions of other people. The Justice card is saying it's your time. Like, whether or not you feel ready to rebel from these people, the universe is going to do it for you. Okay, that's what I'm really getting. So this is a really freeing, like, expansive type energy. I like it, Aries. Let's move on to what you don't see coming now. I want to clarify this this suppression card, because this is the centerpiece card. All the other cards in your reading are surrounded, or this card is surrounded by all the other cards. So suppression may be the major thing you're dealing with. Okay, and it could be suppressing your own anger towards those who have judgments about you. I don't know. Let's see. Why is this suppression card here for Aries? Ooh. Yeah, you guys got to tell someone off. You got to fight for what you want. You guys not been doing that. Or maybe if you haven't been doing it in the right way. Some of you, this could, hold on. Why is this suppression card here for Aries? The suppression card is clarified by the star card, guys. So there's something that you could really be doing that would be healing you. The star card is all about healing, really coming out of a dark period and finally finding your own balance as well. Okay, suppression. Also, this has to do with fame and notoriety. So I feel like a lot of you guys, once again, because of the opinions of others, you haven't been expressing yourself to your full capacity. If you want notoriety or you want to be a star in this reality, because we are all stars, it's just that some of us let the opinions of others hold us back. There's something you got to get off your chest here, and it could have to do with a creative pursuit. Because remember, the message from your spirit guide, this is like the Ace of Wands. So this is new passion, creativity coming in. There's something you got in you that's very special, Aries. Special. I'm talking like there's something you could do that no one else can do it as good as you. Are you really going to live your life not expressing that thing? Because it's always scary when you first do it, you know? When you first do it, it's always scary. For some of you, this has to do with the legal system, with what's going on in the big picture of the world, where you're just not having it anymore and you're standing up for your rights as a human being. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So don't suppress, okay? Even if you don't go crazy and you're not this like major rebel, once again, being a rebel isn't about being against someone, it's about being for yourself. Empower, right? Not being a cog in this damn system that we all find ourselves in. So I would say if you can express yourself, you're healing yourself, you're also bringing in fame in whatever way that means to you. Let's also clarify this morality card. Why? Because this morality card is very linked to the suppression. You're not expressing yourself. It could be your own sexuality. It could be your true feelings about someone who hurt you. You're not even feeling anger. It's like this feeling of like you're not letting yourself get angry enough, because a lot of the great artists are someone who expresses themselves. You have to let yourself experience a full range of emotions. And I feel like a lot of you are feeling like that's going to exhaust you, so you don't do it, but you're not realizing that not expressing is actually the thing that's exhausting you. A fully enlightened being, just like a child, because enlightenment really is just that is disguised as the inner child. A child lets himself or herself or whatever self experience a full range of emotions. So I feel like there's something holding you back in that department. Let's see, why is this morality card here for Aries? I'm feeling under the weather. I'm surprised that I've been able to tap into this flow state like I have. Okay, so the morality card is clarified by the Six of Swords, the High Priestess, and also the Fool, a 3-card clarification for the morality card. So there's something here about you know something to be true. It's hidden from other people. So this could be your own talent in life. It's like whatever your greatness is, other people can't see it. You can know. There's an inner secret that you're not suppressing, that you're not expressing, rather. This is a movement away from letting anyone kind of hold you back. So the morality card and also the Fool. So I don't know, Aries. The feeling is like you know something that you have to do. You have to go on the Fool's journey. This is like the first step in the hero's journey. And also the Six of Cups says, just get on the boat and freaking go, okay? But it's interesting, you see these two cards are facing one another, so there may be this like conflict that creates a tsunami. So I don't know there. The morality card by the Fool. So there's something you want to move away from. There's something that you know inside of you, Aries. And you got to let go of these. You know, once again, it goes back. These two cards are intimately linked in this reading. These people are making you feel like a bad person. Okay, and I talk about this card. This card seems to literally come up in like almost all the readings I do. And I think that happens because it's a human thing. All of us deal with it, feeling guilty, like, oh my God, I'm such a bad person for wanting to express myself. You're not. There's a reason why society wants you to keep in a cog in the system, not expressing, because it's not profitable for you to be your own star, for you to go your own path. It's not very profitable for these wizards who control this reality. So, with that being said, I mean, I feel like the message is clear as day. It's like you're in a good position now to do it and to not let these people hold you back. But let's now clarify the message from your spirit guides. I feel like we don't even have to, but let's go ahead. Source, breakthrough, and abundance, okay? For a lot of you, this has to do with moving into your masculine energy. You see how this is a card of duality. If you've been in your feminine energy, this card says you need to integrate, go into the opposite. For a few of you watching this reading, you may be a little bit too much in your masculine, and then you have to rebel, not against anyone, but just be for yourself, and then move more into the feminine. For the vast majority, I feel like it is moving into your masculine because you have the sun. This is all masculine energy right here. So let's clarify this. Let's clarify this breakthrough card. Why is Spirit putting that there in the advice for mid-October for Aries? Let's see. Why is the breakthrough card for the Aries? Yeah, the breakthrough card is clarified by the Chariot, guys. Chariot. Okay, so this is about forward moving energy, just being like, this is really the message thing popping into my head. Fortune favors the bold. I'm probably going to title this video, Fortune favors the bold. But you know what's interesting about the Chariot? It's not like it's the Fool that's just running blind. You are protected. You are in a chariot. So this is almost like balancing out. It's interesting. You have the two things which represent yin and yang. You have a card for yin and yang, balancing your masculine and feminine. But understand, as you move away, as you rebel against whatever you're rebelling against, you are protected. It's not like you're just running by yourself. You're in a chariot. Okay, so Spirit is saying you're protected. Once again, remember that the exhaustion card was clarified by the justice card. So there's justice, and that's why divinely you're protected right now. So I mean, I can talk about when I did this. I realized that I was in a certain situation like this a few years ago. I moved across country to Las Vegas. I told a lot of people off. I completely changed my life. The reason I had the courage to do it, to break through and change my life, is because I knew I was divinely protected. Allow this to be that message. You are divinely protected as you move forward. This is not an energy of just sitting back. There's something you got to do. There's something you got to do, guys, in mid-October. It's going to change your life forever. Could. So, and then this is just saying as well, you're protected by Source. There's a certain newness that wants to come in. So I feel like we're just going to end it right there, guys. You also have the Star card and the Eight of Cups, so you can't make this stuff up, guys. The message is clear. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading for mid-October. I'd love to hear how your mid-October goes. Comment below, like the video, share it, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and I'll talk to you on your next reading, Aries. Peace.